This is Today in Toronto, our daily podcast from torontotoday.ca. I'm Scott Sexsmith, and these are some stories making headlines on this Wednesday. A new report has found that Toronto police used guns, tasers, and physical restraint less in 2023 than previous years, despite a growing city population, a larger police workforce, and more calls for service. Aidan Shamandy has more on that story today. Toronto food banks are sounding the alarm on the cost of living crisis after visit to the city's food bank surged 38% from the previous year, cracking 3 million visits for the first time in the city's history. The data compiled by the Daily Bread and North York Harvest Food Banks in their annual Who's Hungry report found food bank usage is up a staggering 400% since pre-pandemic levels. For people formerly experiencing homelessness, a warm and safe place to call home is taking shape in the downtown East area. City officials mark the creation of 92 newly renovated rent-geared-to-income and supportive homes at 65 Dundas Street East. The project is the latest step in prioritizing rent-geared-to-income homes in a response to a need for supportive housing. A new survey from Leger indicates that a majority of young people in Toronto see home ownership as an unaffordable luxury, if not an impossibility, and many find the situation difficult to handle mentally and emotionally. The survey, commissioned by Habitat for Humanity, asked 1,500 Canadians over the age of 18 their thoughts on housing. We've got the survey results in the story on site. Toronto City Council is set to vote on a motion to create a street sweeping service standard to ensure bike lanes are kept clean near construction zones in the downtown area. Toronto Today's Catherine Manny tells us one councillor didn't mince words when it came to describing the state of the bike lanes.
City Councillor Paula Fletcher first raised this issue last summer when she tore into the state of bike lanes in her ward during a community council meeting. She said that patches of sand and gravel had been left in the Dundas Street East bike path during Ontario Line construction. And she had some very strong words, calling the bike lanes filthy and very dangerous. Councillor Diane Sachs also agreed and jumped in, saying that a cyclist had even been injured in her ward of University Rosedale after a gravel pile was left in a bike lane following construction.
An innovative new arts facility at Toronto Metropolitan University is now open and available for community groups to create, innovate, and enjoy. The Creative School at TMU has launched Chrysalis, an innovation hub set to boost Toronto's creative sector. Chrysalis is located in the historic venue formerly known as Ryerson Theatre. And this week on Inside the Village, Taylor Swift and the Eras Tour. It's Toronto starting tomorrow. What kind of chaos can we expect in the city over the next several days? Toronto Today's Alex Flood joins the show to talk about it. Check it out on site today. The Leafs and Raptors both losing last night. Maple Leafs are in Washington tonight to take on Alex Ovechkin, and the Capitals. Game time is set for 7:30. Catch the action on Sportsnet. Toronto weather clearing this afternoon. High of 7, clear tonight, low 6, and cloudy tomorrow. Windy as well with a high of 7 degrees. Be sure to follow us on X, sign up for our daily newsletters, and subscribe to Today in Toronto wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Thanks for listening. Have a great Wednesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.